Bumpus on the carry. Joel Bumpus, we've heard his name called a lot, and you know what? I don't know if this roster's right. He's listed as a running back linebacker. He's just a freshman. I think he's one of the ones that has gotten a couple turnovers from Union City as well.
Well, and it looks like he may be their perimeter threat also. They haven't been able to run between the tackles with Trey Taylor.
Got it all the way down to the Union City 38. Summers will throw it out here, and it is caught but hit in the backfield by Small. And that is Bumpus again. He's going the wrong direction this time. If you're a Rockets fan, if you're cheered for Union City, you want to continue seeing them go that way.
Yeah, Bumpus, after a nice run, goes backwards on the reception.
Play broken up in the backfield.
Should be close to second and
20-ish.
And long for the Rockets.
Well, not quite 20.
Well, yeah, I think it's probably
18, 19, somewhere in there.
Yeah, 17, 18, 19, somewhere in there.
If you throw enough numbers out there, one of them's
going to be right. 46-yard line. That's where they're at, most importantly, on the near hash.
And a long way to go on second down.
3 receivers here to the near side as Summers drops back, has pressure up the middle, but finds a receiver in the middle of the field, caught, and went down to a knee, so nobody had to tackle him.
This is Guy Howard on his third reception for the night.
Yeah, Howard likes to go down that seam. They throw it in the middle of the field. He's got a lot of confidence in Summers' arm and his decision-making abilities.
You go 11 yards on that, give him 40 yards on the night.
So it makes it 3rd and 6. Ball is on the Union City 34 with 3 minutes to play until halftime. We'll have our first half stats and analysis. Summers drops back, looking and trying to go down the sideline. Finds a man, hit at the 20, 15, 10, and is finally taken down. That's Caden Howard again. And it'll be 1st and goal at the Union City 5.
So a 30-yard pickup right there. Just talked about he had 40 yards, almost doubled it up on one play. Right there, Union City, I'm not sure who was there in defense, just was unable to get his head turned around. And
kind of a gutsy throw right there, as Union City had a defender in the area, had coverage, but that ball just went right over the top of his head, or actually right by his right shoulder. And Howard, with great concentration, able to catch and get some yards after the catch.
Yeah, this is a wildcat here.
A little movement. Yeah, they got a little antsy too.
As Summers was not in the game.
Now they wanted to go direct to Trey Taylor. He's had some, issues running between the tackles, so try to set him out there in wildcat and see if you can catch Union City not only off guard, but maybe also outmatched to get an extra blocker in there for him. Just take the quarterback out of the picture for a little bit.
So it'll stay 1st and 10, but now at the 10-yard line after the 5-yard penalty. If you're wondering, the Rockets have all 3 of their timeouts. Union City has burned all of theirs. 2:15 to go until halftime, and right before we could get the snap, timeout. Dunn's Auto Body timeout will take it with them. 7-0. Union City holding on to the lead here as we approach halftime, but Crittenden County knocking on the door. And you're listening to it all right here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
From custom application, precision ag, plant health products, seed varieties, financing, and more, we have it all. Here at Nutrient Ag Solutions, we're here for every kind of grower and every kind of operation. By providing these innovative tools, we help you be prepared for the ag industry of tomorrow. Contact your local Nutrient Ag Solutions to discover all the ways we can serve you and your operation. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Nutrient Ag Solutions TN-WKY.
As we come back to action here, here's a handoff to Trey Taylor. He tries to take it off the left tackle, behind the left tackle, and he is going to be stopped after gain of maybe a couple.
Bring up second down and goal to go for the Rockets.
Have to trust the scoreboard here.
What you got? You got it on the 8? I'm going whatever
Hadn't
you say.
hadn't changed it yet, but it looks like he's got it on the 7 or 8 yard line.
Okay. Trusting you, man. I always do. I don't trust you enough to ride with you here, but I trust you.
1:40 to go. I don't trust myself enough to drive.
Oh.
Here's the snap. It is taking a little wildcat action here off the right side, and that time taking it is Caden Howard.
It was Howard. Again, I was able to look at some of their stats, and you did see the wide receivers getting involved in the running game a little bit.
Third down and goal to go, Rockets.
So he got it down to the 5, did Howard. So here is 3rd and goal from the 5 with 70 seconds to go until halftime. Taylor in the backfield off the left hip. Now he'll move to the right side of Summers. 2 receivers either side. He'll put Howard in motion from right to left. Summers drops back, tries to throw it into the corner of the end zone, out of the reach of the receiver, Howard. He got his paws on it, but it fell out of bounds, incomplete, and the clock will stop with 54 seconds to go.
Yeah, Union City breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. Howard found himself one-on-one out there. Howard has been very successful already in the game with 4 catches and 70 yards here. We're not to halftime yet. More importantly, he's had a couple of big receptions here on this drive.
4th and goal. Union City stands tall here. They will hold Crittenden County scoreless here in the first half. Summers drops back, looks in the middle of the field, and finds the receiver, but I think he's going to come up short. No, they're going to say touchdown. Trey Taylor in the middle of the field catches it, goes into the end zone, and it is 7-6. Union City holding on to a 1-point lead now.
That is a Farmers Bank touchdown.
Yeah, after I came in with the scouting report, Taylor with no receptions on the season. He's got 3 here tonight in their 4th game.
Crittenden County here will try to kick it. That is Mitchell Brown on to attempt the extra point. Snap, set, kick on the way, and it is good. New score from Crittenden County High School. The Rockets 7, the Golden Tornadoes 7. It is a ball game here with 49 seconds to go until halftime.
I know nobody cares probably, but I care about it when the announcers say it, and I'm watching the game on TV, so we'll remind you. Union City will get the ball to start the second half. Of course, we were kind of homerish, hoping that Union City was going to get a stop right there on 4th down and just kind of run that clock out and go to halftime with a 7-0 lead. But if they're going to go with the lead, they're going to have to get something probably off of this return right here, which is not something that's unfathomable. We know that Adrian Crawford's going to be back there ready to go. It just is a question of how much film do they have on him and which games do they have on him. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, I would be shocked if this ball is anything other than maybe some sort of really short pooch kick.
Yeah, how many timeouts does Crittenden County
They've
have?
got 2.
Yeah, so they could, I don't know, 47 seconds. Yeah, 2 timeouts. Yeah, unless they're going onside, and they won't.
No reason to go onside. Their offense is.
I'd try to roll this thing right down the middle of the field. I don't even think I'd squib it and give anybody a chance to run underneath it right now. Well, you can see, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Crawford is actually up, maybe for that very reason, in case they decide to pooch this kick or pop it up in between those 2 areas. You can see him kind of moving around in the formation now. And that's why I would just roll it down the middle.
Yeah, and for Crittenden County, it may not be a bad idea just to kick it out of bounds.
Is this a left-footed kicker? The way he's standing up, you might want to get Crawford on the other side. I can't tell by the way he's standing. Or he maybe is just going to go direct down the field.
He's a righty, and it's a short kickoff along the right sideline, fielded there across the 40, the 45, and on the return, B.J. Boyd.
You want to be careful right there. We could see, had a real good angle. B.J. Boyd was going through that hodgepodge of defenders, people coming to try to scrape the ball. He got a little bit loose with it there for a second. I was honestly glad to see him go down when he did, so you would assume that Union City is not going to do anything too chancy right here. Again, they've been dealing with a quarterback swap. We're on Adrian Crawford right now. Started the season, of course, with Jack Theobald. You saw some formations. They got Kerbin Thompson in. Kerbin Thompson went down game 2, so it's been all Jack Theobald since then. But he went out, what was it, sometime early in the second quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah, he went down, and it was after a defensive play where he looked like he was shaken up, had to have help from a couple teammates to get off the field.
Look, that's the way it is with smaller schools. You got to play what do you call Ironman football, right?
Both sides,
play both
both
sides,
ways.
and that's just what it is. You got your quarterback out there playing DB and expecting him to make plays, but that's what you have to do to have success.
Crawford comes to the near side, gets into Rocket territory.
First down and able to get out of bounds or right at that marker. Yeah, he got a little bit more than that first down.
Herman Jenkins Motors first down at the Rockets 44.
Give Crawford about 11 on that one.
About the best you could do there is not only pick up the first down, but stop the clock. The only way Union City can stop the clock is either step out of bounds or for there to be an incomplete pass. They have no more timeouts here in half number one. They'll get 3 more after halftime. 2 receivers to the far side. Small back there behind Crawford. Crawford will hand it off. And here comes a flag from deep in the secondary.
Could it be a hit to the head?
That was Lifford with the carry, and on the stop, it was Parker Phillips.
Oh, it's actually going against Union City.
And another bad sign for Union City is coming to the sideline after that play is Martez Lifford. He is shaken up.
Now with 25 seconds to go. It's got to be real careful right here. Again, Crittenden County, if you give them the ball back here at midfield, we've seen what they can do through the air and with those 2 timeouts. Oh, they're going to crank the clock right here. So Union City, they won't get in any hurry whatsoever.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to.
Last thing you want to do run a play. You can see the clock better than I can.
The last thing you want to do is put the ball on the ground and let Crittenden County score a touchdown before the end of the half.
There's 1 second difference, so they will have to run a play here.
Crawford takes a snap, hands it to Small. Small comes near side, crosses the 50, 45, and tries to stiff arm a man.
Oh, they got out with 1 second, but the clock ticked another one right there.
And they'll say it's halftime. Halftime here at the pit. Crittenden County and Union City tied at 7 apiece here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. When we come back, we will have our halftime show. We'll give you our first half stats and analysis, thoughts about the second half, and also look at some scores around the area. And you're listening to it all right here on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth.
Extreme Customs Midtown Motors, located at 903 South 1st Street in Union City, Tennessee, offers a wide range of tires, wheels, leveling kits, lift kits, and accessories. Call 731-885-7373 or visit their website at midtownmotors-tn.com for new inventory. Dustin or Brian can help you find your next ride. Financing is available with approved credit. Extreme Customs Midtown Motors, the best prices around.
Celebrating 45 years in business, E&H Refrigeration is your trained comfort specialist. We are Northwest Tennessee's heating and cooling experts with locations in Martin and Paris. If you're in need of a new Trane HVAC system, we have you covered. Give E&H Refrigeration a call today in Martin at 731-587-9675 or in Paris at 731-407-9121. Let us bring you comfort you deserve with the quality you count on. E&H Refrigeration, your Trane dealer.
A good foundation. At Allen Searcy Builder Contractors, they know that it's the essential part of having a successful project, but it's also an important element in each relationship with their clients. Understanding and protecting the interests of each business they serve is why Allen Searcy continues to be the source for major commercial projects in our area for over 40 years. Allen Searcy Builder Contractors can help you with your project from concept and design all the way to construction. Call 885-7633 or go to allensearcy.com.
When you're craving the perfect cut, steaks that sizzle, savory sliced bacon, fresh salmon, juicy pork chops, and the tastiest chicken around, head to the Meat Shop in Union City. Need dinner and a snap? Grab frozen meals and fresh vegetables too. Always the perfect cut, always friendly service. Located at 1106 South 1st Street in Union City. Come to the Meat Shop. It's what's for dinner.
At
At Jerry Ward Autoplex, we want you to drive home the best vehicle at the best price. And did you know many of our vehicles are factory program vehicles that manufacturer employees drove for a year or less? These are trusted, basically new vehicles at pre-owned prices.
We got a great family vehicle, plenty of room, with low miles, still under warranty, at a very affordable price.
Like I always said, don't dream it, drive it.
Got a leaky roof? Missing shingles? Or maybe it's time for a total roof replacement. No matter what your roofing needs, KB with ARS Roofing has you covered. From repairs and cleaning to full roof replacements and preservation, ARS Roofing is your trusted local expert, serving all of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Protect your biggest investment, your home, with the quality and care you deserve. Call ARS Roofing today at 731-636-9700 and schedule a free quote. ARS Roofing, making roofs look great again.
And back here in Marion, Kentucky, the side of tonight's game as Union City has made the trip up here about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes up the road into the Bluegrass State. And Union City and Crittenden County are tied at 7 apiece here at the half from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. I want to say a special thank you to Davis Clothing in Lexington for making us look snazzy up here with our shirts. And also, we're going to hear from our halftime interview in just a minute from the Union City Board of Education. But before we do that, Coach, let's take a look at some first half stats.
All right, let me give you some stats here for Crittenden County. First, the Rockets, 88 yards through the air. Quinn Summers was 10 of 17 on the night. Of course, all those completions, his 88 yards. His big receiver, Caden Howard, 4 receptions for 70 yards, I should say. Crittenden County had a hard time on the ground, only 18 yards on the ground, 12 of those coming from Bumpus on one run. So a total of 106 yards for them. Union City, on the other side of things, no completions. One attempt, it was Adrian Crawford, so nothing through the air. 112 yards of offense on the ground. Really even distributions here. You've got Small with 7 carries for 42. Jenkins only 2 carries. One of those a 35-yard touchdown run, though, and then Crawford with 26 yards of his own. 2 big stats here. Crittenden County with just 15 yards of penalties. Union City, though, with 60. And then maybe more important than that, Union City with 4 first-half turnovers and Crittenden County with 2.
And I want to say a special thank you to all of our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Herman Jenkins Motors, Davis Clothing in Lexington, Domino's Pizza, Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, Home Builders Mart, Jerry Ward Autoplex, Meat Shop, First Response Security Services, Dunn's Auto Body, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Commercial Bank and Trust, Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, the Union City Board of Education, Thompson Machinery, American Roofing Soft Wash, ARS Roofing, 5 Seasons Mid Shop, E&H Refrigeration, Kaiser Pharmacy, Allen Searcy Builders, ATA, Extreme Customs, Midtown Motors, or Investment Management, and the City of Union City. We'll come back after our interview with head volleyball coach Jessica Graham, and when we come back, we'll tell you what to expect in the second half. But let's send it to our halftime interview presented by the Union City Board of Education. The halftime interviews brought to us by Union City Board of Education, and today we're being joined by head volleyball coach Jessica Graham. Jessica, thanks for joining us and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk a little bit about the volleyball program. You've been involved with it for a number of years now. I believe you told me before we started this recording 13-2 on the year. But before we get deep into the season, let's talk about this year's team a little bit. And what are some of the strengths of this year's team?
Well, I have 8 seniors this year, and they're such an athletic bunch. I would have to say that out of all of my years, this senior crew has come in, and they have quite a bit of volleyball experience coming into it. They have a lot of the athletics that are needed. They've really worked hard for all their volleyball skills, and it's something that they've been building over the years. So with all of that, this is truly a special team. That's just the best way that I could put it.
as far as, I don't want to say weaknesses. Weaknesses sounds like too harsh of a word, but what are some of the things that, and it's kind of a two-part question, what are some of the things that this team's gotten better at throughout this season, and where are some of the areas that they can improve even more?
Well, I actually have the same answer for both of those,
Okay.
which is our mental toughness. I can say that without a doubt it is getting better, but it can be better. We've had a lot of team discussions on, having a purpose when we're playing, having that competitiveness, and just having confidence in ourselves and as individual volleyball players to get our jobs done and do all the things. So that is still, which I think that goes along with any athlete, that is still something that we need to get better with throughout the season, but it's already gotten so much better as well. So yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. They've set goals for the end of this season, and they're very capable of, succeeding all of those goals, but that's going to be the key thing that really helps them achieve those.
You've been around this program for a long time, and really when you think about volleyball in West Tennessee, Northwest Tennessee, it's really in its infancy because, you think about other places where volleyball's been played for a long time. Thinking about that as far as where volleyball is now, and I know you're really more focused in on Union City, but you've seen some of the other teams. Obviously, you play some of the other teams. How much has this sport grown here, and how much more can it grow?
It has grown leaps and bounds. But you're right, there's still so much growth that needs to be had. Like, for example, which we're really, really excited about, we're starting our middle school team this year. This will be the first time for that. Abby Suter is going to be the head coach of our middle school team. So even that's going to be a huge, huge help for us and for the future of the volleyball team. Just getting the girls started younger and just really kind of encouraging and them to have all those things whenever they're younger. That way they want to keep going and not just spark an interest when they're coming in as freshmen. It's going to start a lot sooner than that, and that'll be a really big help too.
Goals for this team this year. Obviously, I've been hearing some good things about how the season's been going. 13-2 is a pretty good record. But goals this year, I'm sure they're high, especially with 8 seniors. But what are the expectations for this year's team, and what do the girls talk about their goals?
I think a goal that they have, really been wanting is whenever we compete against teams that we are competing to our full capability and we are winning like we're supposed to be winning. Obviously, we went to state last year as runner-ups in the district and in the region. Our goal this year is we don't want to go as runner-ups. We want that district championship and the region championship, which is not something that's ever been done for Union City before. So we want to start there, and because, a lot of times we want to say, we want to go to state. Well, no, these girls have actually taken a step back and said, no, we want to do something that's not been done before. So that is something that they are really striving for and just trying to work through all the things of what it takes to get that done.
Staff-wise, obviously, head coaches, you do a lot of work, but there's a lot of people around you that help with the program. Mm-hmm. Who's helping with this year's team?
My assistant coach is Eddie Suter, and Abby Suter, his daughter. She's come in and she has helped us a lot too. I couldn't do anything without them. They're there to help with anything, and the girls respond well to them as well. And they're always helping strategize, whether it's for practice or for matches. So I owe a lot to them. That I couldn't do a lot without them.
We're excited about September 23rd as you guys will be taking on Gibson County. We're going to broadcast that game on the Sports 731 network, on streaming and all that. So we'll have all that information out there so everybody can tune in. But I was asking you before we started this interview, you get a lot of nice crowds. This is another way to expose your program to some people that maybe aren't aware or haven't seen the volleyball team play. I know you guys are excited about it.
Yes, we are so excited. I think that's going to be amazing. And yes, our crowds this year, we haven't had numbers in the crowd like we have until this year. Our parents are amazing. They're very supportive. They all come in. They bring all of their friends, and even our student section. I've bragged about our student section nonstop. They have come in. They get in. Our games are exciting. Volleyball is exciting. The kids get into it, and yeah, I mean, and the girls. It does a lot for the girls too. I think it really helps and picks them up as well.
You don't have to wait till September 23rd to watch our broadcast. You can come out on Monday as Union City is hosting Dyersburg. JV goes at 5 and varsity around 6 o'clock. And, Coach, I know you would like to see a nice crowd out there to support you against Dyersburg.
Yes, that would be awesome.
All right, well, that's going to wrap things up with Jessica Graham, the head volleyball coach at Union City High School. Coach, excited to see what you guys are doing this year, excited to see where this team goes. Good luck, and hopefully we're catching up with you down the road.
All right, thank you.
Accidents didn't.
When you're on the hunt for the perfect vehicle, what are the things you're looking for? Is it brand, features, color, size, or something else? The good thing is Herman Jenkins Motors can help you find that vehicle that checks all the boxes for you. With multiple brands to choose from, such as Chevrolet and GMC, their staff will work hand in hand with you to make the car buying process as easy as possible. And their service department will take good care of your car after the purchase. Visit them today in Union City or online at hermanjenkins.com.
At Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, they carry Cooper, Michelin, and Goodyear tires. They carry all major brands and many private brands too. They even go the extra mile for their customers with a service package that includes road hazard, free fixed flats, and lifetime balancing. Reynolds Brothers, nobody beats their customer service. Reynolds Brothers Tire Company, 400 East Church Street in Union City, and 505 North Lindell Street in Martin.
At Orr Investment Management, we believe everyone deserves a clear path to their goals. Jamie Orr and his team have offered personalized securities and advisory services tailored to your unique needs for nearly 20 years. Take the necessary steps to secure your financial future today. Visit Orr Investment Management at 1208 Edwards Street in Union City or 849 Volunteer Drive in Paris. Your future is our focus. Securities and advisory services offered through LBL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size-fits-all nationwide security companies, First Response Security Services offers custom solutions tailored to your organization's needs. We even work around any stipulation you have. First Response actually sends real people to support you. You're not just a number in a database. You get the personal touch and real local support whenever you need it. Serving Northwest Tennessee for 15 years. Call us today.
Kaiser Pharmacy, Union City's only locally owned and operated pharmacy, serving our community for over 20 years. For more than just prescriptions, our services include immunizations, wellness consultations, compounding, med syncing, and even mastectomy supplies. We are excited to introduce our newest offering, Kaiser Wellness, powered by pharmacists, with our exclusive line of supplements and vitamins. Shop online at kaiserwellness.com or exclusively at Kaiser Pharmacy. Plus, shop at our boutique, Miles and Bishop, while you wait, or online 24/7. Experience the difference at Kaiser Pharmacy.
Looking for dependable machinery to complete your fleet? Thompson Machinery has what you need. Whether you're buying, leasing, or renting, we've got you covered with new and used CAT equipment and a large inventory at our CAT rental store. Complete your fleet or fill a gap on your job site with our reliable machinery. Find your next machine in our inventory. Call 888-720-1308 or visit a Thompson location near you. Thompson Machinery, your local CAT dealer.
And welcome back here to Crittenden County High School. It is still halftime, 2:44 on the clock until we get ready to start the second half. Action between Union City and Crittenden County, and it is a barn burner of a game so far, 7-all here at the half. It was Union City getting on the board early. Onside kick, went down the field, took a 7-0 lead. Of course, the Golden Tornadoes are going to receive the second half kickoff. But it was a late second quarter touchdown by Crittenden County after a flurry of turnovers by both teams. And now puts us in the situation that we're in, tied up here at the half, 7-all. And for Union City, the question mark is Jack Theobald. We saw him sitting on the bench earlier and did not return after going out after a defensive play. And he was sitting on the bench with his helmet beside him, and Adrian Crawford, who has come in as the third-string quarterback, I'd say the third-string quarterback. I know technically Theobald is the starter, but we've seen earlier in the season we saw Corbin Thompson come in when Theobald was shaken up in game number 1 at least, and, of course, Thompson got injured, and he's out. So now Adrian Crawford's at quarterback. So really starting to go down the list here. And Union City going to have to figure out a way how to win this game in the second half. We're tied at 7 apiece. We'll see if we can pull up some of the statistics for you here, or not the statistics, but some of the scores from around the area. And we'll take a look and see as both teams now have made their way out onto the field, or Union City has. Yes, has Crittenden County as well, and they're getting stretched out and ready to start the second half. At the half, it's Westview leading Obion County 43-0. Halftime between Peabody and JCM. And how about Peabody beating JCM at the half, 28-7. It's a little bit of a surprising score. Bolivar Central leads at the half, 14-7. Chester County over Hardin County, 21-12. Looks like South Gibson leading Southside 10-0. And some other scores of interest. It is Lexington leading Northside 16-6. And that looks like that'll wrap up most of the scores that I can get you for you. So a lot of ball games underway at around the halfway point. We actually may be ahead of most games at this point. Seemed like a quick halftime here. So Union City will receive the ball here in the second half. Welcome back into the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth as we are getting ready for second half action between these two teams. A big, big crowd here tonight. Everybody's been into it. Been a lot of fun. But we're ready to get back to football. Union City on the sideline getting the last-minute instructions from their coaches. And you have to wonder if Crittenden County, after seeing Union City struggle a little bit on offense there at the end of the half, if maybe they decide to pull the same thing Union City pulled at the beginning of the game with an onside kick.
Take your chances. Yeah, Union City's had a hard time moving the ball, especially since Theobald went out. Have you talked about it? I mean, he's not back out from the locker room, so we would expect that we will not see him in the second half.
So we saw Adrian Crawford pretty much took every snap after he went out of the ball game, so I'd anticipate seeing Crawford again.
Yeah, and I've told you in weeks past, I always felt like I could mess more stuff up in a timeout than I could fix sometimes, but this is one of those situations where you're glad to get that halftime because you want to make some adjustments and get everybody on the same page here if Crawford is going to be the one taking the snaps here the whole second half.
Mitchell Brown will kick off as soon as he gets the whistle ready to play, and he gets it. And there is the short kickoff, and it will be out of bounds right before Crittenden County could catch up with it. They were trying to get to it before it got out of bounds.
Number 55 for Crittenden and Adrian Crawford having a little conversation. That ball rolled out of bounds, but 55 put Crawford on the ground anyway. You're not going to get that flag in Kentucky, right?
No.
Man, you had a perfect opportunity to make a joke, too. And you know I'm a Kentucky guy. Like, I'm a Kentucky fan, so when I say it, I'm saying it in all fun. I love my Cats in all sports. But when you said, take off your shoes, earlier you could count on fingers and toes, I was going to say, wait, you sure they got shoes on over here? Come on, man. But it's no different in Tennessee.
Yeah, no different than Tennessee, Mississippi, or Alabama.
You just change the state, change the joke, and you put whatever state you want to in there. I got one we used to use for Alabama when I talked to Alabama fans in Tennessee. Well, another
snap popped up in the air.
Man, this is becoming a problem.
Yeah, went off the hands of Crawford there. And I'm not sure if maybe going under center, maybe it wouldn't help. I don't know, but maybe just because they're not used to taking the snap under center.
You would assume they've not practiced it that way, or they would be doing just that. I'll give you that joke here in a little bit. And then you can put whatever, usually SEC team you don't like in there. You probably heard it anyway. It's an oldie.
11:28 to go here in quarter number 3. As Crawford takes it and will fake the handoff and take it on his own, but he stopped there after a minimal gain.
About 3 yards maybe.
Yeah, he gained 3.
4 yards. He's still going. That's what you got to have, though, just that positive push, positive yard, because I think there's no mystery here what's going to happen. Union City going to try to run a few between the tackles and keep those edges pinched in, and then every once in a while just try to spring something on the outside and get a big play. That's what it's going to take probably to get them in the end zone right now.
Hall on the stop for the Rockets. 3rd and 8 from their own 40-yard line. Union City trying to keep the drive alive here, the first possession of the third quarter. Crawford taking the snap, and he will stiff arm a man, but he gets stopped right before the sticks, going to come up a yard short.
Yeah, but that's what Union City likes. It's going to give them a chance to go for it.
Number 38, Dakota Side.
And again, you don't want a lot of people touching the ball right now, to be honest with you.
There's
been some problems with the exchange.
Dakota Sash on the tackle. Union City will leave their offense on the field on this 4th and 1 from their own 47-yard line. Crawford has the play call, goes into the huddle, tells his teammates he'll have Small behind it. You have to think this is going to be Small or Crawford up the middle. Taking the snap, it is Crawford, and he crosses the midfield stripe and fumble on the play, and it's going to be Crittenden County football. On their own 40-yard line at the end of the play, going to the ground, Crawford coughs it up, and the Rockets will take over 1st and 10. Another turnover for the Golden Tornadoes.
I don't know. It looks shaky again. I know he's taking reps there, but if you're going to go Wildcat, do you at some point consider going with Small right there and just letting him do the same? That way you don't worry about the exchange. I don't know. I'm grasping. I'm not a football guy. More fan than anything. I just know things have they've gotten way out of kilter here since the injury. And Union City, again, has been dealing with a lot of injuries here.
Well, you look down here and you see so many guys.
You got to start in unit.
Crutches and some of the guys. And we've got a penalty marker and a delay of game.
We've had a couple of those, haven't we, out of
this one's a head-scratcher because this is after a turnover. There's no way you should have a delay of game penalty. Now, I'd love to see it here. Push them back 5 yards.
Sure, play the field position game while you can.
Now 1st and 15.
Crittenden County has been able to get on the board, but they've not been running up and down the field offensively. Here's the give to Trey Taylor. Tries to run between the tackles. They'll push the pile, and he gets it to the 37. So a gain of maybe 3 on 1st and 15 makes it 2nd and 13. Make it a 2-yard gain. Tied up here at 7 apiece. Somebody's going to have to score. Who's it going to be?
You're saying you don't want to get back at 1:30 like we did last week, see what happens?
Summers rolls to his right, hits the man on the move. And he's going to be near the midfield stripe. He's going to go out of bounds at the 49. So he's going to come up a yard short.
That was Sosh on the reception. I'd take off my headset. You may have already said that, but I'm trying to catch the PA guy over there, his 2nd reception of the night. Summers knocking on the door to 100 yards through the air, 97 yards on the night right now.
Union City kind of has them where they want them here. 3rd and short yardage has not been kind to Crittenden County here this evening so far.
Backwards a couple of times.
Here is a direct snap, and it goes up the middle, and on this run is Caden Howard, and he's going to pick it up only by a yard, though. It's a 1st down for the Rockets and also into Golden Tornado territory down to the Union City 48.
Yeah, we did keys to the game at the beginning. I don't know. Tell me what you think here, Chuck. But if you did a keys to the game in the second half, I think Union City's going to have to come up with some turnovers of their own to help this offensive unit.
And we may have a timeout called, and that's exactly what it is. So with the timeout. We'll take it with them. Dunn's Auto Body timeout. 8:41 to go here in the third quarter. Tied up at 7 apiece between Crittenden County and Union City. And you're listening to it here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
For decades, Commercial Bank and Trust Company has been the bedrock of our community. When it comes to doing business, we have perfected the art. I'm Greg Dozier, and I'm proud to be part of a community bank that prioritizes its customers above all else. To us, you're not just a number, you're family. At Commercial Bank, we promise an experience that leaves you smiling and fully satisfied. Your financial well-being is our top priority, because when it comes to banking, your choice matters. Choose Commercial Bank and Trust Company today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hazelwood.
Back here at Crittenden County High School, the Pit. That's the nickname they call this football stadium. Not really sure why. Not really in a pit, but it's a neat little venue here as we come back out of the Dunn's Auto Body timeout on 1st and 10. Summers drops back. He'll loft it down the middle of the field, and it is caught and into the end zone for the Rockets touchdown. And he's been a big part of the game plan all night long. It's Caden Howard. 48-yard touchdown throw and pass from Summers to Howard. And the Rockets have their first lead of the ball game, leading 13-7 with 8:32 to play in the third.
Yeah, you had unfortunately a really good angle at that up here as he just outran the coverage. Kind of split two defenders right there, and it was just a matter of whether Summers could put it on the money, and that's exactly what Summers did.
So we'll see them attempt the extra point. Mitchell Brown out there. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Snap, set, kick on the way, and it is good. New score from Crittenden County. It's the Rockets 14, the Golden Tornadoes 7, with 8:32 to go until the fourth quarter. And Coach, for the first time tonight, Union City finds themselves trailing, and this is about the worst time they could be in that position because they're going to have to figure something out offensively. Yes, you're exactly right. Earlier you said they want to get some more turnovers, but at the end of the day, the offense is going to have to do something, and at the very least, they cannot turn over the ball anymore.
Yeah, you're right, and the bad part is, again, you don't have your field general out there right now, Theobald, and they're not going to have him out there for the rest of the way. So figure something out they're going to do. And, of course, Crittenden County on the other side, very aware of how Union City is going to have to attack. I think we've talked about it for the last few weeks. It's been kind of nice to watch a lot of guys get involved and have hands on the football from the offensive side of things. But, unfortunately, they're going to be even more limited tonight than they began. And we could just talk and make excuses about injuries, but the fact of the matter is they've got to get things righted here in a hurry because we've seen Crittenden County attack through the air, and Union City is just not one of those teams. They're not one of those teams. They're not going to attack you through the air no matter who the quarterback is, and so you can't let this one get out of hand because typically they're not a big play kind of team.
So Brown will run up to it a couple times. Now it looks like he's ready to go. Now they give him the whistle ready to go. And the kickoff is a short pop-up kick over on the right side, fielded there, 35-40, and he is stopped at around the 42. And it looks like on that return for Union City was Rodney Perkins.
Yeah, I'm going to go give some credit here to Crittenden County, too. Listening to our people talking to listening to their people talking to our people. I did feel like Union City was going to win the battle up front, and not to say that they're still not, but, we talked before the game, one of those keys was going to be able to pressure the quarterback. Crittenden County's done a great job of getting him some pocket presence here in the last quarter and a half, and it's paid big dividends for Crittenden County. I called them a finesse team earlier, but, they've done a nice job. They've forced more turnovers so far than Union City, and they've really done a good job of tackling since that first quarter in that opening drive.
Crawford gets the snap cleanly, cuts it upfield here at the 50 and down to the 45. They're still pushing the pile. That's a Herman Jenkins Motors first down into Rocket territory. And a tough run there by your quarterback, Crawford.
I like that effort. I like that extra effort. You just got to make sure Union City, already, let me look at my sheet. I think that's 5 turnovers tonight. You got to make sure you maintain ball control as you're trying to drag that pile because, Crittenden County, you talk about the shark smelling water and whatnot. Got to make sure you maintain ball control there, Adrian Crawford.
Down to the Rocket 43. And there's a fumble on the exchange, and Crawford's going to get stopped in the backfield at the 47. Looked like he was showing the handoff to Small. I'm not sure if he just wanted to hand it to him and Small didn't grab it or what happened there. There was some confusion, but the ball ended up on the ground. Crawford picked it up, tried to make something out of nothing, but he ended up getting dumped in the backfield. So 2nd and long, all the way back to the Crittenden County 47. Somewhere around 2nd and 14.
You see the free safety in the middle still 10, 15 yards off. Yeah, he's creeping out. As we say, all their DBs are going to start creeping up here and give some extra run protection, run assistance. As they know Union City is becoming even more one-dimensional here in the second half.
Yep, Crawford this time.
I don't like it. I see he's a little gimpy himself. You can see him favoring one of those ankles.
He's
a 5-yard pickup, though.
He's another one of those Union City players, not many that don't go both ways. So don't want to lose anybody, but you definitely don't want to lose Crawford because he's a big guy in that secondary.
Secondary,
and
special
this
teams,
is a team,
return man, everything else.
This is a team that throws the ball a whole lot.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be tested the rest of the way on both sides of the ball.
6.5 to go. That clock is going to move quickly here in the second half. Union City's going to keep it on the ground, and we'll see what Crittenden County does. Already up 7 next time they have the ball. Crawford tries to pick his way through the defense, and they say there's a fumble at the end of the play. Crittenden County comes up with it. There's a flag after the play, and they say it's Rocket football, and this penalty marker may be adding insult to injury.
And there's a flag after the play.
Crawford comes up upset, lost a piece of his equipment. I'm sure, I think it may be his mouth guard that came off right now. He's getting some assistance by a teammate. Did you say that? I didn't hear the PA guy. Did that go
it was against Union City after the play.
Yep. 15-yarder,
unsportsmanlike conduct, which will put it all the way into Golden Tornado turf, all the way to the Union City 45.
6 turnovers in the game now for Union City.
Union City had 6 fumbles last week, but only lost one of them.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they've lost all of them tonight. 1 in the first, 3 in the second, already 2 here in the third, and we're early in the third quarter.
Trey Taylor, big hole, and he's going to get all the way down to the 33, maybe the 32. That's a first down for the Rockets, and all of a sudden the running game's starting to open up. Something we hadn't seen a whole lot from Crittenden County tonight is big runs.
Yeah, you know what happens there, though. A lot of teams will try to pound it inside, soften you up a little bit, and then take the the top off of you. Right here, Crittenden has kind of played it backwards. A lot of air attack is going to open up this run game.
Keeping it on the ground. Here's Trey Taylor again. He is stopped near the line of scrimmage, so no gain there on first down. Make it 2nd and 10 with Crittenden County leading 14-7. 5:43 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Still a lot of time here left, but, Coach, just the nature of the beast, what you're dealing with for Union City, you almost feel like if Crittenden County scores another touchdown, they go up 14 points. It's going to be really tough for the Golden Tornadoes to come back.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I don't want to agree with you.
Trey Taylor is going to get inside of the 30 on the run and down to the 28. So what was 2nd and 10 turns into 3rd and 6.
Talk about this too. We talked about Theobald running the offense. He's also one of those defensive backs. So not only do you have Adrian Crawford playing the quarterback's position, but somebody's had to take that spot in the secondary for Union City. Somebody with a little bit less experience, you would think, than Theobald.
Crawford's not even in the game at this point. He's over here on the bench, so playing defense without him out there in the secondary. And Taylor is going to find a big hole. He got a huge face mask.
Horse collar, though.
Yeah, horse collar face mask somewhere. Something did not look right when Taylor had kind of busted through, and then there was a face mask of sorts.
So probably going to tack on another 15. Yeah, they gave the face mask.
Against the Golden Tornadoes.
So mark off
That's going to be
another big yardage play, and it'll bring up a first down on that penalty.
First down.
Yeah. First down wouldn't have been a first down. Probably going to get about half the distance there. But tack on that 15, and now they're down there threatening inside the red zone. Look to be just outside the 10-yard line.
Yep, inside of the red zone.
So technically I think they could get a first down, but it'd be inside the 1 if they do without scoring.
Summers in the gun. I don't think he's been under center all night. Gives it to Trey Taylor. And
does anybody go under center anymore?
I don't think
not as much.
Not
right?
much. Not much anymore. And Taylor tried to find something off that left side, bounced it outside. He got a couple. Looks like he got down to the 7.
Yeah, not a lot of yardage on the ground for Taylor, but now he's kind of that wrecking ball in the middle, just softening up the inside of that defense.
There's Taylor with another carry. Again, on that left side. They really like running on that left side. And he gets inside of the 5, down to the 4.
He had a tough time in the first quarter. Again, still not going to have a high average, but Taylor with the lead, you're going to see a heavy dose of him, you would think. Now, this may be a time they try to attack through the air.
And here's
right back
Taylor.
to Taylor.
And he is going to be taken down right there at the 2 or 3.
He tried to bounce that one outside. Looked like he saw a lane, but 3 Union City defenders converging on him right there.
Trying to pick up a first down to get it first and goal, but it's going to depend on the spot.
Well, they've given him a first down, according to the announcer.
Yep, first down, Crittenden County inside of the 5.
It must be inside. Yeah. Are they inside the 1? I just can't see the yard markers. That's my problem. I thought they were inside the 10 to begin with. Maybe they were just outside the 10, though.
I think they were just outside. Ball looks like it's on the 2 or 3. High snap, taken down, and
it's number 3.
Run goes on the left side, gets into the end zone. A late touchdown call there. And that's Joel Bumpus, the freshman, into the end zone. It's now 20-7.
How about that cannon shot going off when they score? It's gotten me a couple of times.
I'm trying to figure out, you got a cannon shot, and then over here on the right side, looks like there's a UFO about to land in the stadium. So there's a lot going on here.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's right over here now. It's going behind the stands.
I see what you're
Is that some sort of plane?
Interesting. So not on the touchdown, not every touchdown. You're just talking about just now.
Yeah, just now. I mean, there's a
I
lot.
Thought you meant every time.
It's the hospital.
Helicopter.
Hospital's across the street.
Or a UFO.
That's what it is.
At the time, it was unidentified.
It was unidentified until I heard it.
I just know some people that could sell these guys some fireworks. I don't know what kind of deal they're getting.
Yeah, you might make them a better deal. Might get a better deal out of it.
I'll sure try. 20-7
the score as Crittenden County gets in the end zone again.
Forcing the penalty on the kickoff.
So the penalty, they got Crittenden County for celebration, most likely. They'll assess that on the kickoff as Mitchell Brown sends it through the uprights. And the kick is good. 21-7 with 3:07 to play here in the third quarter. Crittenden County stretching that lead out to 2 scores. And you're listening to it all right here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on Froggy 99.3 and RadioAWTN.com.
Ready to kickstart a career that'll take you places? Roadrunner Driving School is here to help you earn your CDL and hit the road in the right direction. Located at 106 Industries Park Drive in Sharon, Tennessee, Roadrunner Driving School offers an in-depth hands-on training curriculum that prepares you for an exciting career in the trucking industry. Learn how to drive a Class A commercial vehicle today. Call us at 731-456-2008 to earn your CDL in just 3 weeks. Let Roadrunner Driving School put you in the driver's seat.
There's a special feeling you get when you get to the football stadium in a small town on Friday night. It's a feeling of pride in your team, a love for your community. A lot of community pride rests on its athletic teams. In Union City, we feel that pride in our teams, our schools, and in our people. Join us. Be part of what makes this a great place to live. A tradition of excellence in academics and athletics from the city of Union City.
I believe that was his first varsity touchdown of his career. That's what the PA announcer across the way tells us. 15-yard personal foul penalty goes against Union City, so Brown will be kicking off from the other side of the 50-yard line, from the Union City 45. Mitchell Brown has it teed up there. We'll see if he can get it through the back of the end zone, and it'll be caught just short, and then falling down is the returner. And here's a penalty marker late.
Yeah, a lot of emotions going on here, too.
Yeah,
we saw some in the second quarter, and it has spilled over still into the second half.
A lot of frustration. And there was penalty markers flying.
Pointed Crittenden County this way this time. So this one's going to go against Crittenden, I would assume.
I was just
personal
hoping,
foul.
I was just hoping it wasn't an offsetting.
I didn't see him indicate except one way. Of course, they go over there and face the home side, which I would too. That's where the PA guy is. It's hard for us to see sometimes from behind.
So the penalty will be assessed
Should be
against
another 15, though.
Crittenden County.
Wow. Crittenden County, just 3 penalties on the night. That's just their third, first of the half, 30 yards of penalties. Union City, meanwhile, has gone over 100 yards of penalties again for the second time this week. Or not the second time this week, but back-to-back weeks.
Golden Tornadoes trying to get on the board before the end of the third quarter. 2:59 to play in the third.
Looks like Crawford in the pistol again. Is that small behind him?
It is, and Crawford is going to take the snap and 40 and take it down just short of the 45 at the 43, and Crawford's shaken up, but it may just be a cramp. So timeout on the field. Dunn's Auto Body timeout. We will keep it here and maybe give you some score updates. By the way, thanks to Commercial Bank and Trust for sponsoring our score updates. And let's see what the latest is. It is South Gibson leading South Side with 5:49 to go in the third quarter, 17-6. Peabody still all over JCM, 31-13 with 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Dresden leading Gleason 34-6. Lexington over Northside at the half, 16-6. And again at the half, it's Westview 43, Obion County nothing.
Halftime score? Wow.
I don't have a third quarter score yet from that game.
Westview showing that firepower again this year.
The surprise of the night to me has got to be Peabody over JCM. And I knew that JCM had a really good year last year and they brought a lot of those guys back. Felt like they were a team to be reckoned with in this district. But, you know, right now, if you're looking at the district, JCM, Peabody, Milan, and Huntington,
it's going to be spry.
It's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
And for Union City, they're going to have their first district game next week when they take on Halls. It's homecoming. And for the Golden Tornadoes, they got a win against Halls last year, and they'll try to get a win this year.
Yeah, it'll be some fun homecoming festivities for the students and the teachers next week. Then we have throw this out there for everybody listening. We do have parent-teacher conferences happening on Friday. It's kind of odd. It means we miss one of our dress-up days.
Yep.
The kids were talking about that, but again, the kids didn't complain too much because you know what parent-teacher conference day is? It's a day off for the kids.
Right.
And I keep telling the kids, I'm like, hey, I'm glad y'all get these days off, but where's the day where y'all come and I stay home? And they just kind of laugh.
Hey, I never liked parent-teacher conference because that meant my parents were going to talk.
Well, I was supposed to ask you, are you talking as a student or as a teacher? I mean, as a parent here.
As a student, I didn't like it because I didn't want my parents to find out what I'd been doing in class.
Well, my parents were both teachers, so every day was parent-teacher conference for them. They easily and quickly got word, anything that was going on, any shenanigans. And speaking of shenanigans, these are not shenanigans, but training staff is still down there trying to take care of Adrian Crawford. You were right, though. That does look like a cramping issue as they were trying to stretch out that leg. The question is if they have to – it looks like he's going to be helped off the field. So
yeah, he's got to come out for one play. So
he looks like he needs to. I mean, he's having some problems getting off right now. It looks like he's still got that calf cramp. So you just wonder who they go with next. Is it you just go direct snap here to Adrian Small.
And Crawford did not play in that defensive series.
Well, I don't think it was injury. I think he was really emotional after that last turnover, and I think we would have seen him after that series, but they were maybe giving him a series off to let him cool off and get his composure back. But now we'll just have to wait and see not only what they do defensively if Crawford is unable to come out later in this game, but also what they do at the quarterback spot.
So timeout on the field. Union City takes it. Dunn's auto body timeout. That's Union City's second timeout of the second half. So they only have one left. We'll take it with them with 2:52 to go in the third. It's 21-7. Crittenden County leading over Union City. From the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to it here on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
Ready to kickstart a career that'll take you places? Roadrunner Driving School is here to help you earn your CDL and hit the road in the right direction. Located at 106 Industries Park Drive in Sharon, Tennessee, Roadrunner Driving School offers an in-depth hands-on training curriculum that prepares you for an exciting career in the trucking industry. Learn how to drive a Class A commercial vehicle today. Call us at 731-456-2008 to earn your CDL in just 3 weeks. Let Roadrunner Driving School put you in the driver's seat.
There's a special feeling you get when you get to the football stadium in a small town on Friday night. It's a feeling of pride in your team, a love for your community. A lot of community pride rests on its athletic teams. In Union City, we feel that pride in our teams, our schools, and in our people. Join us. Be part of what makes this a great place to live. A tradition of excellence in academics and athletics from the city of Union City.
Coming back out of the timeout, the Dunn's auto body timeout, it is Small who takes the direct snap, 50, 45, 40. And taken down from behind, but not before a Herman Jenkins Motors first down.
Somebody's down here on the ground again. I can't see the number.
Yeah, Union City with Crawford running back onto the field. Injured player.
You had speculated maybe that was what that timeout was for, was to get him back out there. He was able to get over here and get his helmet on.
Now Small's got a limp.
Who is this on the ground, though? It's got a 2 in it, but it's not Small, clearly.
Could be B.J. Boyd, 22. I'm not seeing him on the sideline, and they had motion for him to go onto the field.
Just a freshman, B.J. Boyd. Well, this is not Boyd that's down right now. That's not the player who was down. This is another guy stretching.
Down. Now down being stretched out is Cohen Wood. And injury timeout on the field. 2 players down for Union City, both Wood and we're assuming that's B.J. Boyd. High degree of certainty is I don't see him standing on the sideline, and I don't see him standing up there with any of the teammates on the field. So he's down at the 48-yard line of Union City. Well behind the play, not really sure what happened to him.
Is he still down? I mean, they've crowded him now. It's awfully hard to see what's going on in the middle of that huddle. We saw last week teams weren't allowed to get in that huddle and talk to their coaches, but tonight they are. It's a good sign. It's Small coming off the field. Yeah, you're right. You saw the limp all the way across, but Crawford is back in at least.
That is B.J. Boyd who.
All right, he's up on his own power.
Hopefully we'll see Small pretty quickly, as well as right now it seems to be a lot more cramping as you see guys helping stretch out that leg. Hey, the good thing is we had a big first down run. Bad thing is I was watching all the injuries. I didn't see what the yardage was. I think it was at the 45.
Herman Jenkins Motors first down on that last play. Now we're ready to get back to action. As Crawford
13.
will take the snap in the pistol, takes it, comes to the right side. This is going to be a penalty marker, 30, and this is going to come back. I have a feeling.
Be some kind of formation issue, you would think. It was too early to be a hold. Didn't see movement. That's another one of those illegal blocks going against Union City.
Yep, going to be a chop block. That's a big penalty.
Yep. A team that, even at full force, just absolutely does not want to play behind the sticks. And right now,
Coach Nick Markle out at the numbers, wanting to have a conversation with one of the officials.
Yeah, that's twice. Twice we've seen that call made.
So this will mark it all the way back. Union City will go back onto their side of the 50.
How many yards of penalties did you say Union City had last week? Was it 120?
It was. I'll have to look it up, but it was. I think it was just short of 100.
Oh, okay. I thought you had said 110 or 120.
No,
it's 120 tonight is what I'm trying to get at. It's at least as much or worse, and we're still in the
95.
Third quarter. 95.
Timeout called by Union City. That is their final timeout.
Tornadoes call their final timeout of the game.
So we'll keep it here. Final timeout by Union City. They can't stop the clock the rest of the way. And for Crittenden County, they have all three of theirs still in their back pocket. 2:16. Probably a good time to reset here. We've played about 3 plays in the last 25 minutes because of injuries and flags and all kinds of timeouts. 2:16 to go here in the third quarter. Crittenden County leads Union City 21-7. Golden Tornadoes have the ball on their own 48. Now, don't ask me what the down and distance is here, because it's a long ways.
This is a Dunn's Auto Body timeout.
Dunn's Auto Body timeout.
They've gotten a lot of airtime tonight, haven't they?
I think there's been
a lot of timeouts. I don't know. Sometimes I say things I shouldn't. I should just keep my mouth shut. But somebody should have sponsored injuries tonight.
Hey,
everything's sponsored, right? As an announcer right now, I'm trying to find something positive, and it's getting a lot more difficult. And some of this is something, Union City, yes, they can take care of some of the penalty issue, but look, we talked about it pregame, we've talked about it during the game. Already shorthanded. You got Aiden Reed out for the season before the first snap ever occurred. We know Kerbin Thompson went down game 2. Jack Theobald went out before halftime.
We've seen Crawford hurt, but he's back in there. Small is out.
Rylan Robinson out. I think DJ Evans is unavailable tonight. And I don't have everybody.
Rylan Robinson, also DJ Evans. There's one other guy down there, too.
It's offsides. So
offsides.
City will get 5 yards back at least. It's just going to be tough because, you can throw the injuries in, throw them out, whatever. Union City, unless we have a big change here the rest of the way, is going to lose the penalty situation. You're going to lose the obviously the turnovers. We go back to that again. Union City with 6 turnovers in the game now. Crittenden County with just 2.
So Union City back into Crittenden County territory on their side of the 50 at the 47. Ball's on the far hash as Crawford is in the pistol. And goes in motion from left to right. Crawford calls his own number and gets across the 45 down to the 44.
Number 1, Crawford on the quarterback keeper.
That'll run some clock, and that'll not anger anybody over on that other sideline. They want to see Union City continue to run the ball. The biggest thing they don't want to see is a big play, a big long run. 2nd and 17.
Yeah, we really haven't seen anybody bust one outside. We know Union City has that ability, that capability. A lot of times it's when Crawford's kind of that motion guy. Maybe Jenkins could get something going on the outside.
Crawford takes the snap, again calls his own number and gets down to the 40, to the 38, maybe even the 37. So going to make it interesting here on 3rd down. Really behind the sticks after that chop block early in the drive, and now they've got it back to 3rd and 10, which normally you wouldn't be excited about, but you said he had it first and 25 roughly earlier.
And again, we know anything close to midfield or beyond, 4-down territory for this bunch. It's something they've done for years. So Union City does not have to get 10 yards, obviously, on this third down play. Just need something positive to give yourself a chance there on fourth down.
Crawford taking the snap and goes off that right side before he's pushed backwards at the 30. Now he's going to go forward.
Yeah, I was fixing to say forward progress, going to give him at least half, but after he was pushed back,
inside,
I want to say he got another 2 or 3 yards after forward
progress. He got hit at the 30 and then pushed forward all the way to the 27.
So should make this very manageable. Fourth down situation should be fourth and short.
Union City does not have to snap it here for the rest of the third quarter. Just 15 seconds on the game clock, 20 on the play clock. 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7. Will Union City be able to get this play off? They did this one other time earlier in the game where they snapped it, but they're not going to have time to snap it here. As that's the end of the third quarter. And as we go to the fourth, 12 minutes on the board, everybody holding up those 4 fingers. Crittenden County has a 21-7 lead with just 1 quarter to play, and you're listening to it all from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth here on Froggy 99.3 and Radio NWTN.com.
At Jerry Ward Autoplex, we want you to drive home the best vehicle at the best price. And did you know many of our vehicles are factory program vehicles that manufacturer employees drove for a year or less? These are trusted, basically new vehicles at pre-owned prices.
We got a great family vehicle, plenty of room, with low miles, still under warranty, at a very affordable price.
Like I always said, don't dream it, drive it.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size-fits-all nationwide security companies, First Response Security Services offers custom solutions tailored to your organization's needs. We even work around any stipulation you have. First Response actually sends real people to support you. You're not just a number in a database. You get the personal touch and real local support whenever you need it. Serving Northwest Tennessee for 15 years. Call us today.
Back here in the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth, 21-7, the start of the fourth quarter between Crittenden County and Union City. The Rockets on top.
Yeah, not all doom and gloom here as Union City showing a lot of life on this drive. It's just a 2-score game here, Chuck. If they could put something in the end zone on this drive, obviously we're talking about a new ball game.
4th and 1 with Crawford in the pistol. Takes the snap, and they're going to stop him in the backfield and knifing in there and going right for his ankles is the defender, Braden Poindexter. Poindexter, who had been the quarterback on this team, I think, the last couple weeks, or at least last week.
Yeah, I think he had back-to-back starts for Summer. Summer's getting hurt after or during. I'm not sure if it was during the first game, during the second game, but looking at his stats, he did have a couple of games of quarterbacking.
Crittenden County stops Union City on the 4th and 1, and the Rockets will take back over 1st and 10.
Yeah, so the bad is you turn it over on downs, but the good is, not good field position here for Crittenden County. You're going to ask this Union City defense to come up with a turnover of their own, perhaps.
On their own 30, Trey Taylor will take the handoff, plunge off that left side, and gain of a yard or 2.
Up the middle.
Didn't get much.
Tackle made by number 65.
1 yard, according to the yard marker here. Again, just 30 yards on the ground for Taylor. I think they've had a heavy dose of Taylor though here in the second half because they're content with that 2-score lead and they're gonna let that clock run. We saw them go through the air primarily in that first half, but with that 2-score lead, you can see them kind of just trying to run clock off right now.
Cameron Beeler on the tackle on that last play for Union City, and here's Trey Taylor again.
Not much there.
Yeah, not a whole lot of room to run. That Union City Purple Swarm defense continues to play hard. You look over the first couple games of the year, Coach, and just incredible performances by this defense in the second half. They've pitched some shutouts in the second half this season and really come up big.
Last week after giving, I don't remember what they gave up.
Gave up 15 in the
first quarter and then nothing the rest of the way. So we know this defense is certainly capable of getting the ball back for the offense. Offense going to have to find a way, though, obviously to get something in the end zone.
3rd and 8, want to try to get it here as there's a throw by Summers looking for the aforementioned Poindexter, and a flag on the play.
Looks like an illegal man down the field is the initial indication. I was hoping that wasn't going to be any kind of a pass interference because definitely nobody touched the receiver. I think they had an ineligible man. Yeah,
they did.
So the question is, will they take it? And they will not. They'll put this at 4th down, of course, rather than pushing them back 5 yards, giving them another play at 3rd down. They're going to force, you would hope, Crittenden County to punt here.
So Thompson Machinery defensive stop for Union City.
So unless anything funky happens here, Union City will get the ball right back. And again, we saw that last series was really the best drive they've had since probably back in the first quarter.
So looks like Union City really not. Small's going to go back to receive the punt.
Yeah, he's back over here on the left side. Nobody in the middle of the field or over to the right, maybe.
Resetting the play clock now.
Maybe something they've got in the scout or just kind of an odd formation here.
Eli Lovell is the player for the Rockets back there to kick.
What was the stoppage? There was no flag, no delay.
Just asked to reset the clock.
Gotcha.
Lovell with a high snap. He's going to take off, and now he'll kick it. Little Australian style in the middle of the field. Bounces at the 40, 35-30, inside of the 30, and down at the 28. And you see, you've seen that play, or at least I've seen that play develop over the last couple years. I don't see it as much as you used to, but it looks like it's one of those situations where the coach asks you if you can get outside, maybe go ahead and run for it, but if they're closing in on you, you do the rugby style kick. But coach, that's an awful lot to ask a guy to do, especially at the high school level. So they must have a lot of confidence in Mr. Lovell.
It's kind of like the RPOs you get in your offensive set. I don't know what you would call it there from the punt formation. Maybe that's also why Small was over here on the left side to prevent that or make sure they didn't have some kind of trick up their sleeve and try to go deep.
Ends up being a very good punt for Crittenden County.
Yeah, he was able to, get about 8-10 yards off of the roll, maybe more than that.
So it's inside of the 30, down at the 28, 1st and 10 with 10:23. 2 seconds, 1 second. They get it away right before the flag flies, and this is Crawford again, and he's going to be tackled. He gets up across the 30, looks like the 31. So a 3-yard gain on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And for Union City, as we go under 10 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, still plenty of time, but going to have bigger plays, bigger runs. 2 and 3 yard runs will keep the drive alive, but at some point you want to hit a home run.
Yeah, you can have one of these kind of sustained drives, but your defense is going to have to get the ball right back for you if you do.
Crawford taking the snap, comes towards us, and a great open field tackle.
Yeah, you saw the hole open up, but it closed pretty quickly there. That defensive back for Crittenden County. Crawford had a seam and was able to pick up at least 2 or 3 yards out of it, but nice tackle there by the Crittenden defender.
Felt like we didn't say his name at all in the first half, and Al Poindexter really active here late in this one, making that open field tackle against Crawford. 2-yard pickup. It's 3rd and 5 from the Union City 31. Again, the score 21-7. Crittenden County with a 2-touchdown lead. You're just joining us. Jack Theobald went out in the first half due to injury, so Adrian Crawford's been the quarterback since. And he will call his own number, go up the middle, and he's hit hard at the 35, slow to get up.
Couple of yards, going to make it 4th and short-ish. Looks like 4th and either a long 3 maybe. And again, 2 scores down. You assume Union City is going for it here. Anything around midfield, really.
Braden Brandsassy. Got to get that name in there. Big fella, number 77, knocking Crawford down. Crawford's back up on his feet. Good to see that.
Of course, Crittenden County forcing the run inside, but for Union City to get that big play, you think somehow they've got to get a little misdirection right here and get on the outside, get on the edges.
4th and 4, Union City has to have it here. Puckett behind Crawford. Crawford being patient, trying to get to the edge, and he's going to have the first down. A Herman Jenkins Motors first down, out of bounds. He was really patient there.
Yeah, I like that. It looked like he was fixing to dive for that first down marker, but he saw an opening at the last second and was able to pick up, looks like at least another 3, maybe 4 additional yards on top of that first down run.
Gets it up to the 42.
Put Crawford at 92 yards now on the night.
Clock stopped since Crawford stepped out of bounds. So it'll be a free timeout for Union City, who has no more timeouts left. The Rockets have all 3 of theirs. 5 seconds on the play clock. Crawford puts a man in motion. Goes to the right side, and he is going to get by one man, another one, and positive yards, which could have been a negative play there. Good gain there up to the 47.
Yeah, you saw a couple of attempted ankle tackles right there at the line of scrimmage, but looks like he got 5 yards, almost 5 yards.
Yeah, make it to 48.
That's fixing to say puts him over 100. We're still at 97, though, for Crawford. He's
Crawford's
on the door, and he's coming out again.
Yeah, coming out. He's really laboring.
We saw Small come in and run the offense, for a play or two?
In the play he came in on, he had that big huge gain, but he was the one who came up injured as well after that play. So hopefully he's able to come back and stay in there as Crawford is getting looked at on the sideline. Small brings it near side and crosses the midfield stripe. So positive yards again. It'll be 3rd and short, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, picked up about 3 on that one. You talked about the patient run of Crawford a few minutes ago. That was another one of those patient runs. He just kind of stretched it and waited for that opening to open up for him right there.
6:47 to go here in the 4th quarter. Both sides. Everybody's quiet here, waiting for something to happen. Receiver goes to the far side of the field. Man in motion from left to right. Small takes the snap, and he is stood up right at the 40-yard line. He found the hole.
He's not down, though, man. It looked like he was going down immediately, but he broke that tackle. Not sure he picked up extra yardage, but he was not going to go down on first contact.
Well, that is good enough for another Herman Jenkins Motors first down.
Yeah, 4-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the Rockets 45. Clock is not your friend if you're Union City as it gets ready to roll under 6 minutes to play. Still 45 yards from pay dirt. The quicker you can score, the better. Leave you more time on the clock, trailing by 2 scores, 21-7. Rockets on top of the Golden Tornadoes. Small again, and he's going to try the right side this time.
Yeah, I was watching those blockers getting out front. If he could have broken another tackle, looked like it was potential for a big run right there.
Got to the 40. So a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, didn't finish in points the last drive, but again, these have been 2 of the better drives, better looking offensive series and sets here for Union City out of their last 2 possessions. But they absolutely have got to put something in the end zone here as that time continues to tick away. We're now under 5:20 to go in the game. Union City trails 21-7.
Yeah, most likely after this play you'll be under 5 minutes to play. Again, no timeouts, so you can't stop it. And that's Small just going up the middle, getting what he can get. He gets inside of the 35, down to the 34, and he's going to have another Herman Jenkins Motors first down for Union City.
Again, not being brought down on first contact. We've seen him run angry here at times this year, and he knows his team needs him, and he's trying to put the team on his back right here. Good sign, though, Adrian Crawford coming back into the game, so get him an extra weapon out there.
Yep, Crawford would check back in.
Now, do you go hot hand and let Small keep on? No, they're going to go right back Crawford under center, or not under center, in that pistol action.
And in the pistol with Puckett behind him. And it's Crawford who is going to be stood up right there at the line. And I'll try to get the number. That's Poindexter again at the bottom of the pile. He has really had a strong second half.
Yeah, backup quarterback, but he is having a heck of a second half here on the defensive side of the ball. Crawford, no gain on the play. Stopped right there at the line of scrimmage.
Union City may have to speed things up here as we're getting close to under 4 minutes. And the ball rests at the 33 of the Rockets.
Well, if they are able to put it in, Union City has that ability to go onside, but you would assume that Crittenden County will be a lot more aware.
Yeah, they'll be a little bit more prepared for it this time.
Oh, they're going to the air here.
Yep, here's Crawford who spins it down the right sideline. A beautiful pass, and it is.
Hang on to it.
Caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Catching it in the end zone is Skates.
You talk about catching them off guard. We're sitting here trying to jump ahead after some kind of a score and talk about an onside kick. I don't think anybody in the pit, in the stadium, was expecting them to go through the yard. But, my gosh, what a beautiful pass that was by Adrian Crawford. Put it on the money. His receiver had to hang up, slow up just a little bit. The only question we had from this vantage point, we couldn't tell if he hang onto the ball or not.
So we'll see the extra point.
And it's good.
And it's up, and it is good from Landros. So new score from the pit. Crittenden County 21, Union City 14, 3:48 to play here in the fourth quarter. And let's take a timeout here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
Looking to take your business to the next level? ATA, your trusted tax, advisory, and accounting firm, is here to help. From tax planning to client accounting services to advisory and assurance, ATA has you covered. Contact ATA today at 731-885-3661 or visit ATA.net. With locations across Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Mississippi, ATA is ready to serve you wherever you are. Choose ATA for all your accounting needs. Let's amplify your business together.
And as we come back to action here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth, 21-14 the score. Union City trails by 7 with 3:48 to play on that last long touchdown pass. What was that, about a 33-yard touchdown pass from Crawford to Skates in the right side, right front corner of the end zone. The defensive back for Crittenden County just mistimed his jump. He jumped early. And that gave the ability for Skates to go up and high point the ball, make the catch, and fall into the end zone for a UC touchdown.
Yeah, we sung Crawford's praises in so many different areas in sports. We've seen that big playability with his legs, but and what about that with his arm? And hey, I was just talking about going hot hand and keeping small back there. What do I know, right?
Landros with attempt
you got a chance. Nope.
Onside kick, it goes out of bounds. There's the flag.
Just a little bit too much on it. There were a couple of Union City players there in the area, but you got to wait till it goes 10 yards, obviously. You kind of hoped, and it looked like that one had a chance to ricochet off of it was coming so hot,
Well, the player for Crittenden County that sort of dove at it, it probably had a lot of folks across the way holding their breath. You don't want to be diving for the ball.
Well, again, that ball was coming hot, too. That thing pops off your chest, and you're looking at Union City getting the ball right there at midfield.
So the officials are talking about that. I figured this was just an out of bounds.
It is. Union City didn't touch it, and even if Crittenden did touch it, it's still going to be their ball right there. I mean, you can literally knock it out of bounds, right, to avoid. I think maybe they're talking, do you assess, is there an extra yardage penalty for it going out of bounds untouched? And is that what they're marking? It wasn't touched, right?
It wasn't touched. No one touched
went for it. Yeah, I think they're going to get extra yardage, 5 yards, looks like.
So into Golden Tornado territory to the 46. 1st and 10. And for Union City, they need a big Thompson Machinery stop here.
You got the clock. What are we, under
3:48.
3:48. Yep. And no timeouts. That's the bugaboo. Here's the good thing.
False start.
Crittenden County going to go right back. Of course, they're just going to go back where the original kickoff went, but Union City will take that.
Again, another head-scratcher for Crittenden County. Change of possession. You had a penalty after the kickoff, and they were still running players onto the field.
Well, was it a delay? I thought they got movement. It was
delayed. No, it was movement, but they still had players running onto the field.
Yeah.
You would think during that delay they would have the right personnel out on the field. They had a long time to make it happen. But we'll take it. 1st and 15. Now back on the Crittenden County side of the 50. On the 49. They'll give it to Trey Taylor.
Whoa,
and
ran
Taylor
into a wall of defenders right there. Take your pick, Chuck. Who
I don't know.
calling that tackle?
Well, We'll just go with the first man who pops up. How about that, Caleb Wright?
Yeah, you can do that. There were 3 defenders in his grill before he was ever able to get any kind of forward momentum.
Foster Rogers out there helping out.
Here's the thing, too. You know, you look for that silver lining. That penalty actually helps Union City, their initial penalty, because now with the lost yardage in the penalty, Crittenden County has that much further to go to get that first down.
Second and 16 with 3 minutes to go, 3:12 to be exact. Summers in the gun. You think they'd keep it on the ground here, but they really need to pick up a first down. But if you get an incomplete pass here, the clock stops. And that's exactly
get him out of bounds, but
what
I'm not
happens.
sure if they'll say forward progress. He definitely
was. No.
Of course, we can't see where the ball is, but, I mean, that young man looked like he was headed upfield when the push came.
Yeah, there's a penalty on the far sideline, and this.
And if it is, it's going to be a 15-yarder, which will give them.
No, it won't give them a first down.
You sure?
It'll be second and 16.
Well, it'll be second and 16, maybe second and 1.
Personal foul against the Golden Tornadoes.
I just have a hard time. Again, it's hard for me to complain from where we're at. We're all the way across the field, but, you know, if your receiver catches the ball and heads up the field, it seems like he's kind of inviting some of that contact, right?
Well,
but I've never understood how you expect defenders to stop on a dime and not make plays anyway. You don't ask offensive players to do that.
It's
tough.
You know, all the rules now at every level, it just feels like all the rules that come into play or the new rules or rules that they change always benefit the offense.
Well, I guess that's for the fans' sake, maybe. Oh, safety, you know.
Yeah.
I get
safety
that.
as well.
I get that, but it does. It allows offensive players to kind of get away with some stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be second and 1 now.
I can fake slide. I can, do all this kind of stuff and know that you're not going to come hit me.
Ball's at the Union City 37. 2:57 to play in the fourth quarter. The run will be Trey Taylor up the middle, and he crosses the 35 down to the 34.
Yeah,
he picks up the first down.
And that's going to be awfully tough here for Union City, too, because you've mentioned it. They've been out of timeouts for a while. It'll stop for just a bit because of the first down. But, yeah, you just wonder, is Crittenden County in a position already
they could
run it down? They can't quite run it out.
I think they can get it to about 30 seconds.
Yeah, one more first down would definitely do it. But unless they get another first down, Union City might get another crack at it. Definitely going to keep an eye on the clock here as this thing continues to tick away. Play clock. Well, they've got 2 play clocks. Never mind. I was going to say it's behind Crittenden County. That's a big stop behind the line.
Yep, stop behind the line of scrimmage on that run. And for Union City on that stop was Cameron Beeler. We've said his name a couple times.
No gain on the play. So whatever it is, if you're Union City, it's not a no chance situation, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You got to give yourself a chance right here. You'd love for Crittenden County to actually try to go through the air right here, but I don't think they will, knowing that they can run this thing out.
Yeah, under 2 minutes to play now as Summers comes from the sideline. He goes all the way over there to get the play call from the coaching staff and gets in the huddle, lets his teammates know the play call, and they're ready to go.
In no hurry, though, as they get over the ball with just 6 or 7 seconds to go on that play clock.
Take the snap. It's going to be Summers calling his own number, and you hope to see a ball pop out.
I was fixing to say he was kind of loose with
jumping
that ball,
around.
That's one of those you probably want that guy to go down immediately on first contact. He kind of leapt in the air right there, and that ball was out in that right chicken wing. And for Union City, you're probably already talking about that. Look, we got to have a turnover right now, guys. So do whatever it takes. Hold a guy up and see if you can pop a ball out right here and get us the football back.
So 3rd and 8. 66 seconds to go. Union City will have a chance here unless Crittenden County gets a first down on 3rd and 8. Let's see what they call. I'd be surprised if it's anything other than a run, and it's a run. Trey Taylor is spun around in the backfield. And again, coming off that edge, Cameron Beeler in the backfield.
Looks to me like, I don't know what kind of kicking game they have, but even if they've got a good kicker, you don't take a chance. Right here, do you just run it and try to get the first down? I mean, you're talking about an 8-9 yard gain. Or do you really, really, really try to pin Union City inside that 10? Well, one thing they're going to do is probably let it run down. They've got timeouts left, and then call a timeout with about 8 seconds left. Probably call it with 9 or 10 to be safe.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. Over there on the sideline, running up and down the sideline is Caden Howard.
What's that about? Is he getting ready to try to attempt a long field goal?
I don't know what he's doing, trying to stay warm for some reason over there, and that's exactly what they do.
I don't think they try to kick a – well, you know what? I think high school rules actually you attempt the field goal and it goes to the 20 no matter what, or is that only if it's inside the 20? I don't know why I'm asking you. We don't know all the high school rules. We should.
Yeah.
Coach Maddox will text me here in a second and tell me the rule on that one. He's my rules analyst. Can we give him a producer's credit or something?
Yeah,
the rules analyst credit.
9 seconds to go in the game. 21-14 the score. Crittenden County hanging on to a 7-point lead, and it's 4th and 8 from the Union City 34.
What do you do here if you're Crittenden County?
Man,
you have the guts to just try to get the first down, and it doesn't really matter. You're not going to kick the field goal. What is a punt going to gain you?
The only thing that I could think is –
here's my thing. If they do, Union City in the timeout has to be talking about stripping the ball. If they do anything besides take a knee, which they wouldn't, if they're going to run it, they're going to try to pick up that first down.
I just wouldn't think there's too much time left on the clock to do anything offensively as far as running around that you feel confident, because obviously as soon as the ball carrier is tackled, it goes over on downs, the clock will stop. You do not want to let Union City have an opportunity, if you're Crittenden County, to do what they did last possession, which is throw the Hail Mary, which was answered when Crawford found Skates in the end zone.
Yeah, they're running a play, though, it looks like, unless he's going to run backwards.
In the gun, here goes Summers. He's going to draw the play out. Now he's just going to loft it up into the air, and it is going to go out of bounds, picked off. And
the clock
they say incomplete.
Well,
the ball game
should be a
is
second put back up then if it's incomplete, right?
The officials have not left the field yet.
Yeah, they've got to at least get together and talk right here. I told you in the first half an extra second ran off one time. But if that's an interception, I get it, because probably a second does run as his momentum carries him off. But
I say ball game.
Well, if that's an incomplete play, I don't. No comment right now.
21-14 the final score as Union City comes to Marion, Kentucky, and does not get the outcome that they wanted. 21-14 the final score. Coach is going to go downstairs and try to get a word with head coach Nick Markle as Union City falls here tonight on the road, going to now 1-3 on the season. And let's take a quick time out here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to it all right here on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
Northwest Tennessee and Western Kentucky, it's time for a career change, and we know the perfect place for you. Tyson Foods in Obion County. Tyson Foods is hiring, and it's easy to apply. Just stop by and see the friendly staff at the Tyson Foods Hiring Center in Union City. Tyson is currently hiring for general production and many other positions, and they are looking to fill all shifts. Come see the team at the Tyson Hiring Center, located off Reelfoot Avenue in Union City. The Hiring Center is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Come be a part of the Tyson team. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
Looking sharp has never been easier. 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin has all the brand names he wants. Suits, jackets, sportswear, shoes, and the right accessories. Getting married or going to the prom? 5 Seasons Men's Shop has formal wear that fits perfectly. And with your purchase, 5 Seasons will wrap your gift for free. That's 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin, with their friendly one-on-one service from true professionals. You'll walk in a man and walk out the man.
Back here in the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth in the 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin post-game show now. And I want to tell you to tune in every Wednesday as we have our Tornado Talk presented by E&H Refrigeration as we catch up with head coach Nick Markle. Basketball season's right around the corner. We'll be talking to the basketball coaches, and that goes all the way through baseball and softball season. Again, that's Wednesday nights at 6 on Froggy 99.3. It's Tornado Talk presented by E&H Refrigeration. And I want to say a special thank you to some of our other sponsors tonight: Kaiser Pharmacy, Allen Searcy Builders, ATA, Extreme Customs, Midtown Motors, or Investment Management, and the City of Union City. We're still waiting for Coach to catch up. Coach Eddie Suter down there to catch up with head coach Nick Markle. It'll be our Jerry Ward Autoplex post-game interview when he gets that done. But one a night here tonight as Union City in an exciting game, but it was the injuries that were the story of the night. I know Coach doesn't want to hear the excuses, but you get all the way down to, at one point, you're playing your fourth quarterback of the season, when Small came in after Crawford was shaken up. Crawford ended up coming back, throwing a long touchdown pass. Union City gave it a valiant effort there late with a late touchdown and tried to make a stop there at the end to get the ball back, but unfortunately Crittenden County ran out the clock to win it 21-14. Union City will be back at home next week against Halls. It'll be homecoming, first region game of the 2025 season. And we'll take a look at some of the scores. Commercial Bank and Trust scoreboard update. Just get that pulled up for you here in just a second. And it looks as if Lexington defeats Northside 30-20. Final from Troy. Westview over Obion County 57-13. Final from Jackson, it is Peabody 45, JCM 21. USJ's a winner over Fayette Academy 55-0. And that looks to be, well, here is Hardin County falls tonight to Chester County 33-12. And at last report, it was Southside leading South Gibson 20-17. How about Southside coming from behind? South Gibson led that game for a long time. Southside's trying to make the comeback happen. But at last report, that was with 5:05 to go in the fourth quarter about 20 minutes ago. So we'll see if that game has gone final. Maybe the last one to wrap up here tonight. We've got a long trip home. Don't forget the Tennessee Volunteers are on the radio. WENK tomorrow as they take on the Georgia Bulldogs from Knoxville. And Union City still over there having a conversation in the end zone. So we're just waiting to hear from Coach after he gets done talking to his team. Go through all of our sponsors, including Herman Jenkins Motors, Davis Clothing in Lexington for making us look sharp, Domino's Pizza, Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, Home Builders Mart, Jerry Ward Autoplex, Meat Shop, First Response Security Services, Dunn's Auto Body, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Commercial Bank and Trust, Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, Union City Board of Education, Thompson Machinery, American Roofing Soft Wash, ARS Roofing. And we'll get back to our sponsors in just a moment. Looks like Coach Nick Markle headed the direction of Eddie Suter. Let's see if we have got him on the mic.
Down here on the field with Coach Markle. Coach, I said Markle twice. I like saying your name. I want you to get that airtime. Tough loss. Obviously, you had to deal with a lot of, just a lot of situations here coming to the north side of the state lines and whatnot. But I thought you kids played hard. You know, I thought there in the second half, at least, your last couple of drives were a couple of the better drives you had.
Yeah, we're making it up on the fly, man. Your quarterback free safety goes down, and you got a couple of guys. I mean, Andre Small's never taken a snap at quarterback until tonight during the game, you know. And it's just we're just trying to figure it out, you know. We got 3 freshmen starting. Depth is an issue, injuries. It's just it just happens like this. Some years you play clean, nobody gets hurt, and then some years you can't shake a stick at it without somebody, you know, getting banged up or something. And we had a bunch of guys get banged up tonight during the game, and it's been a long 4 weeks, you know, and we got region play starting next week, and I've got a lot of work to do to get us ready for it.
And that's what we want to talk about. Also, you talk about region play coming up. I know nobody makes excuses. You got injuries. It's kind of a small staff anyway, so it makes it, not staff, but lineup, makes it a little bit tougher to deal with. But tonight, you know, some of that inexperience probably showed up in the turnovers and some of the penalties. What do y'all do? How do we get that headed in the right direction for that region play next week?
Repetition, man. We got to have a lot of practice. We got to have guys at practice. I mean, we are thin. Thin is an understatement. I told I told one of our administrators at halftime, I said, man, I'm living right, I promise. You know, I'm doing what the Holster said, saying my prayers and taking my vitamins. I said, but man, it's just it's been a weird season, and you know, Mama said there'd be days like this.
Yeah, results not what you want, but I think the attitude and effort has been there. Would you agree? I mean, at least what we're seeing up above, we don't see any quit. We saw some fight there, even at the end, trying to get that ball back for you.
Yeah, great senior leadership. I mean, you got guys like Adrian Crawford and Andre Small jumping in there, and we're just, we're literally making it up on the fly there. We scored a touchdown on a pass play to Zarion Skates, and, I'm over here laughing. It's just like, thank you, Lord. We needed a little relief there, and then you put a kid that hadn't played any and Cameron Beeler, and he gets in there, makes 3 tackles for loss. He's we got 3 or 4 freshmen playing, we got a bunch of sophomores playing. And, the deck is stacked against us, and I told him I will not rest until I figure it out. So I got a long weekend ahead of me.
Coach, we thank you for your time.
Go Tornadoes.
And thanks to Coach for joining us in our Jerry Ward Autoplex post-game show. As the final score here again, 21-14, Crittenden County a winner over Union City. When we come back, we'll look at some of the stats and break down what we saw here tonight. You're listening to it right here on the Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City Martin post-game show on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com from the Herman Jacobs Motors broadcast booth.
From custom application, precision ag, plant health products, seed varieties, financing, and more, we have it all. Here at Nutrien Ag Solutions, we're here for every kind of grower and every kind of operation. By providing these innovative tools, we help you be prepared for the ag industry of tomorrow. Contact your local Nutrien Ag Solutions to discover all the ways we can serve you and your operation. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Nutrien Ag Solutions TN-WKY.
Extreme Customs Midtown Motors, located at 903 South 1st Street in Union City, Tennessee, offers a wide range of tires, wheels, leveling kits, lift kits, and accessories. Call 731-885-7373 or visit their website at midtownmotors-tn.com for new inventory. Dustin or Brian can help you find your next ride. Financing is available with approved credit. Extreme Customs Midtown Motors, the best prices around.
Got a leaky roof, missing shingles, or maybe it's time for a total roof replacement? No matter what your roofing needs, KB with ARS Roofing has you covered. From repairs and cleaning to full roof replacements and preservation, ARS Roofing is your trusted local expert, serving all of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Protect your biggest investment, your home, with the quality and care you deserve. Call ARS Roofing today at 731-636-9700 and schedule a free quote. ARS Roofing, making roofs look great again.
Accidents, dents, and dings happen. And when they do, bring your vehicle to Dunn's Auto Body, proudly serving the area since 1963. Our family-owned business provides top-quality repairs you can trust. Our technicians are ready to restore your vehicle to its best. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4. Come see us at 1318 Stad Avenue or call us for a quote at 731-885-0535. Dunn's Auto Body. Get it done and get it done right. Celebrating 45 years in business, E&H Refrigeration is your trained comfort specialist. We are Northwest Tennessee's heating and cooling experts with locations in Martin and Paris. If you're in need of a new Trane HVAC system, we have you covered. Give E&H Refrigeration a call today in Martin at 731-587-9675 or in Paris at 731-407-9121. Let us bring you comfort you deserve with the quality you count on. E&H Refrigeration, your Trane dealer.
Northwest Tennessee and Western Kentucky, it's time for a career change, and we know the perfect place for you. Tyson Foods in Obion County. Tyson Foods is hiring, and it's easy to apply. Just stop by and see the friendly staff at the Tyson Foods Hiring Center in Union City. Tyson is currently hiring for general production and many other positions, and they are looking to fill all shifts. Come see the team at the Tyson Hiring Center, located off Reelfoot Avenue in Union City. The Hiring Center is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Come be a part of the Tyson team. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
Back here in the Herman Jacobs Motors broadcast booth on the Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin postgame show. Let's take a look at some of these Game stats, Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin are bringing those to you. Coach, I know you've had a very short time after coming off the field talking to Coach Markle. What have you got tallied up for us?
Well, I'm as unofficial as it gets, but what I've got right now is for Crittenden County, they ended up with 168 yards through the air, just 18 on the ground. We did see finally them try to get Trey Taylor going. He finished with 29. But Union City, pushed everybody else back and did an outstanding job again with that rush defense. Union City, though, on their side of things, they went for 308 total and 275 of that on the ground. Most of that, it was really evenly distributed. Small finishes with 72. Rodney Jenkins on just a couple of first-half carries with 35. It was mostly Crawford there in the second half. Couldn't get him over 100, but, man, he was really close with 97 yards on the ground. That's not everybody at rush, but those were the leaders. And then, of course, we had the 33 yards through the air. Adrian Crawford to I got to look at my sheet. You said Skates. It was Skates, and that's what we're going to say. Yeah, it was. I heard him talking to him down there on the sideline after the game and whatnot. Not sure if that's something they've worked on or just something that kind of came to fruition right there. The good of it is that that's on film now, and other teams have to at least prepare for that. Yeah, so that is the one. I guess that is the silver lining you get here on tonight's game.
That's going to wrap things up with our stats, and thank you to Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin for bringing our stat update. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we will give you our American Roofing Soft Wash ARS Roofing Player of the Game here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. You are listening to it right here on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
Looking for dependable machinery to complete your fleet? Thompson Machinery has what you need. Whether you're buying, leasing, or renting, we've got you covered with new and used CAT equipment and a large inventory at our CAT rental store. Complete your fleet or fill a gap on your job site with our reliable machinery. Find your next machine in our inventory. Call 888-720-1308 or visit a Thompson location near you. Thompson Machinery, your local CAT dealer.
At Jerry Ward Autoplex, we want you to drive home the best vehicle at the best price. And did you know many of our vehicles are factory program vehicles that manufacturer employees drove for a year or less? These are trusted, basically new vehicles at pre-owned prices.
We got a great family vehicle, plenty of room, with low miles, still under warranty, at a very affordable price.
Like I always said, don't dream it, drive it.
Looking sharp has never been easier. 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin has all the brand names he wants. Suits, jackets, sportswear, shoes, and the right accessories. Getting married or going to the prom? 5 Seasons Men's Shop has formal wear that fits perfectly. And with your purchase, 5 Seasons will wrap your gift for free. That's 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin with their friendly one-on-one service from true professionals. You'll walk in a man and walk out the man.
Your business is unique, so protecting it should be tailor-made. Unlike those one-size-fits-all nationwide security companies, First Response Security Services offers custom solutions tailored to your organization's needs. We even work around any stipulation you have. First Response actually sends real people to support you. You're not just a number in a database. You get the personal touch and real local support whenever you need it. Serving Northwest Tennessee for 15 years. Call us today.
For decades, Commercial Bank and Trust Company has been the bedrock of our community. When it comes to doing business, we have perfected the art. I'm Greg Dozier, and I'm proud to be part of a community bank that prioritizes its customers above all else. To us, you're not just a number, you're family. At Commercial Bank, we promise an experience that leaves you smiling and fully satisfied. Your financial well-being is our top priority, because when it comes to banking, your choice matters. Choose Commercial Bank and Trust Company today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Got a leaky roof? Missing shingles? Or maybe it's time for a total roof replacement. No matter what your roofing needs, KB with ARS Roofing has you covered. From repairs and cleaning to full roof replacements and preservation, ARS Roofing is your trusted local expert, serving all of West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Protect your biggest investment, your home, with the quality and care you deserve. Call ARS Roofing today at 731-636-9700 and schedule a free quote. ARS Roofing, making roofs look great again.
Back here in the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth, the 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin post-game show, and time for our ARS Roofing, American Roofing Soft Wash Player of the Game. And we're going to go ahead and give it to Kazarian Skates, who made that touchdown catch, that 33-yard touchdown catch in the right front corner of the end zone to pull it to within 1 score. But unfortunately for Union City, they could not get the stop they needed on defense to get the ball back before they fell 21-14. That's going to wrap things up here on our 5 Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin post-game show. For my broadcast partner, Coach Eddie Suter, who has hit the road, and I'm about to hit the road as well, we say goodnight from Marion, Kentucky, and we'll talk to you next week when Union City's back at home against Halls to open region play. And we say goodnight from Marion, Kentucky.
At Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, they carry Cooper, Michelin, and Goodyear tires. They carry all major brands and many private brands too. They even go the extra mile for their customers with a service package that includes road hazard, free fixed flats, and lifetime balancing. Reynolds Brothers, nobody beats their customer service. Reynolds Brothers Tire Company, 400 East Church Street in Union City, and 505 North Lindell Street in Martin.
When you're on the hunt for the perfect vehicle, what are the things you're looking for? Is it brand, features, color, size, or something else? The good thing is Herman Jenkins Motors can help you find that vehicle that checks all the boxes for you. With multiple brands to choose from, such as Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, their staff will work hand in hand with you to make the car buying process as easy as possible. And their service department will take good care of your car after the purchase. Visit them today in Union City or online at hermanjenkins.com.
When you're craving the perfect cut, steaks that sizzle, savory sliced bacon, fresh salmon, juicy pork chops, and the tastiest chicken around, head to the meat shop in Union City. Need dinner and a snap? Grab frozen meals and fresh vegetables too. Always the perfect cut, always friendly service. Located at 1106 South 1st Street in Union City. Come to the meat shop. It's what's for dinner.
A good foundation. At Allen Searcy Builder Contractors, they know that it's the essential part of having a successful project, but it's also an important element in each relationship with their clients. Understanding and protecting the interests of each business they serve is why Allen Searcy continues to be the source for major commercial projects in our area for over 40 years. Allen Searcy Builder Contractors can help you with your project from concept and design all the way to construction. Call 885-7633 or go to allensearcy.com.
From custom application, precision ag, plant health products, seed varieties, financing, and more, we have it all. Here at Nutrient Ag Solutions, we're here for every kind of grower and every kind of operation. By providing these innovative tools, we help you be prepared for the ag industry of tomorrow. Contact your local Nutrient Ag Solutions to discover all the ways we can serve you and your operation. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Nutrient Ag Solutions TN-WKY.
Extreme Customs Midtown Motors, located at 903 South 1st Street in Union City, Tennessee, offers a wide range of tires, wheels, leveling kits, lift kits, and accessories. Call 731-885-7373 or visit their website at midtownmotors-tn.com for new inventory. Dustin or Brian can help you find your next ride. Financing is available with approved credit. Extreme Customs Midtown Motors, the best prices around.